come down here. Guys, hello, happy Wednesday. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you're all doing really well. We've got a whole new month to play with, April the 1st. It seems unbelievable that only a month ago, I know last 1st of the month, 1st of March, I was sat in Bristol at a meeting, and it was we were making all these plans for a retreat that was supposed to have happened by now, and for a bunch of events that were going to be happening in Bristol and different parts of the southwest. So how much can change in a month? So I hope you're all doing okay. My name is Jane. Welcome to 30-Minute Med. This is really an opportunity just to switch off from all the stuff that's going on around us. Obviously at the moment we're in a really heightened space, but even regardless of the current situation, we still really need to make sure we're giving ourselves time to switch off from our daily routine, from the things that bring us stress or tension, I mean, the fundamentals of our working life in this country and many others is to take breaks, and we, particularly when we're self-employed or freelance or in this new work at home environment, are not very good at doing that a lot of the time. So for me, these 30-minute meds are just a great way to reconnect, release, take a moment to step back from the day, and see what that can give you in terms of improving your mental well-being, your spiritual well-being, and definitely your physical well-being as well. So thank you all for being here. I'm broadcasting this from my little gong space here in Cornwall in Newquay, and it's sunny and beautiful here. So we feel very lucky to have outside space and the ocean to look at and the sunshine streaming in, but you can create that wherever you are, just with a little imagination. So I hope it's lovely wherever you are in the country or the world today. Sound is a tool for both healing and meditation. This is something I usually start all of my sound events with. You can bring what you want and take what you need from every session. On a meditative level, the sound will drop your brain into much slower brain waves, and it will therefore allow you to get away from your conscious mind. So all the chatter, all the voices, all the stuff that comes in and kind of disrupts your peace will be switched off, which is really exciting. I love that feeling when you I always describe it as like the Aladdin's carpet, where I'm lying and suddenly it's like you're sinking through the centre of the carpet and dropping away into somewhere kind of dark and sparkly and magical. The other thing sound does really well is heal, and I'm not a big fan of the word healing. I tend to work as a sound therapist or a vibrational therapist. I find sort of sound healing, maybe some of my colleagues won't love me saying this, but it kind of makes me feel a little old crusty hippie, which I try really hard not to be, although I'm often being told that I am. So one of the things I think in terms of healing that sound does is it allows our body to get into a state of self-healing. It allows us to find balance. It allows our cells to start vibrating in a way which is more conducive to our bodies being able to recover from whatever it is that's giving us grief, and that can be emotional as well as physical or mental grief. So sound is an incredibly healing modality, and even though we're not in the same room, that doesn't mean you can't benefit from it. So lots of people are saying, how am I managing to do these online? After some technical glitches, I think, and let me know in the messages if you've got there with delivering this on the webinar platform, which I'm really excited about if that's the case. But it's also an opportunity for everyone to get into the sound in their own way, and that sometimes being in a room with other people can be a little distracting. So actually I think it's a great opportunity to deliver sound online, and although you of course can't feel the vibrations from being in the same room, your body can still respond energetically to the sound. And that's really what this session, Cosmic Crystal Calm, is all about, because sound is energy. I describe myself often as an energy medicine practitioner, where the way sound works is by sending vibrations, or is vibration, out into your aura, into your space, and the higher vibrations of these guys and the bowls will connect with the lower vibrations in your body, and the two will meet, creating unison and harmony, which is what we want. The other things in the energy medicine world that can create some amazing vibrations are crystals. And I'm not going to lie, it took me a long time to get on board with crystals. I was like, surely it's just a little sparkly thing. But I did some great courses and study quite a few years ago now, and I've really loved the idea that all crystals were really formed at the point at which the universe was formed. They can vary energetically depending on whether they were formed at the surface or under pressure deep down in the Earth's core, whether they came to be through dripping in caves underground. And crystals all have an internal chemistry and geometry which gives them a vibration. So if you are a skeptic about this, or if you are with someone who is, as I am, a good way to get people to engage with this idea of energy, whether it's sound or through rocks or anything else, is to just close your eyes for a moment and take a couple of deep breaths and really visualize the breath moving up and down your spine. If you do this really deeply for a couple of moments, more often than not you get that little tingle that we all call a shiver down our spine. It's not really a shiver down your spine, it's your energy, your prana, moving in your body. So similarly, if you have a rock, crystal. That's also vibrating, and if you hold it in your hand, and again, maybe close your eyes to shut your senses off from distractions, and just really send your attention to what's going on, where your skin is touching the gem or the rock or the stone. There's a transaction there. It's not just being held. There's an energy exchange between the energy in my hand and my body and the energy in this rock. That's really exciting. Think of all the different rocks out there and all the different forms of energy we can exchange with them. So without going into tons of detail, the one I wanted to show you today is this one, which you probably have seen in some of the pictures around this event. It's a combination stone actually. It's a black tourmaline and mica. And the black tourmaline is obviously the black stuff, which is very kind of rod-like and vertical, and the mica is all this lovely sparkly pinky purpliness, which in the sunlight here you can see really nicely. So this is a stone I've had, I don't even know where I got it from. I think in preparing this session I was trying to recall, and I think maybe I got it in India. I really can't remember, and that's kind of the way a lot of rocks find us. They just find their way into our space, into our being if we need that. And yeah, this found me, I think, in a marketplace. It's really beautiful. I love it. Normally it lives in my fireplace downstairs, and it kind of has just been calling me all week. So I did a little reading into it, thinking this would be the theme for today. And black tourmaline is a real kind of negative energy clearer. So I think that's one of the reasons I have a lot of this around my house. If things are really dragging you down, black tourmaline is an amazing thing to be holding near your heart center to help lift your vibration. So it's really great in necklaces, pendants, or in earrings, things around your kind of upper chakras. The other rocks that are in black tourmaline, in this mix rather, the pinky stuff includes lepidolite, which I never knew, and that's really interesting because this is a raw lepidolite. This is one of my favourite rocks, one that's really special to me actually. And lepidolite it's a really special one. It's a stone that induces calm, but it's also a real stone of transition, and I've been really drawn to this a lot lately. Transition, decisiveness. It's something that's really useful if you're in a bit of a pickle and need to work out what to do, or if you're looking for a new path forward, or if you're kind of faced with the blue pill and the red pill, like the Alice in Wonderland or the Matrix, and you need to know which way to go. I find this is a really good decision maker. And actually I've been drawing that card a lot in my little crystal deck, which I'll show you in a second. So this mixed crystal also involves muscovite, which I also didn't know much about. Oddly enough, it's from the Moscow area of Russia, and that's a stone which, according to my notes, is very much about flexibility, releasing tension and adjusting alignment in the meridians, which is something we're also trying to do with sound. So overall, loads of power in this little dude. Big dude actually, he's quite big, it's a whole palm size. And the thing that this combination is great for, and actually if you just have a black tourmaline, this is also great for, is electrosmog and computer-related tension and stress. And I think that's why I've been drawn to this all week. I've been spending so much time on my laptop, like so much time, as I think we all have. And I thought I spent quite a bit anyway, but I have really been, I think, overdoing it, to say the least. And that's partly been just because, like everyone, I'm glued to the 5 o'clock broadcast every day, and I'm doing lots of Zooming and staying in touch with friends and family in ways other than how I usually communicate with them. And it's also because I've spent what feels like a lifetime trying to get these sessions working online and researching lots of different advice. But that means there's a lot of geopathic and electromagnetic stuff coming into my environment and into my body now. So I think that's one of the reasons this lovely stone has been calling me. And I'm going to place it when I'm done in a minute right there next to the camera on the laptop, and I think that's where it's going to be for a while now. I think it's great to have these kind of electro protectors around our TVs, and especially our phones and our laptops, just so as we're using them more than ever at the moment, we're also protecting ourselves from those potentially really harmful rays and radiation that we really don't know much about. I mean, 5G is here and coming faster, no doubt, as a result of all this, and there's all sorts of evidence around the impact of 5G, which is really frightening, and this isn't a science lesson at all, but it's something for us all to be really aware of, I think, as we proceed into a new, increasingly more digital world. So So how do I use crystal in meditation? So this is a really big one actually. I don't usually use them this big, but today I will. I normally hold them in my palm, and if I'm lying down, maybe have it resting on my heart or still maybe in my palm. And usually how I start most meditation is triangle breathing. So when I'm seated as I am now with a crossed leg, it's really easy to have your hands as the two bases of the triangle, and the point of the triangle is up here in the third eye between the eyebrows. If you're lying down, the same thing applies. Just lie with your palms slightly out to the sides. And this is a good time for a little bit of admin. So if you haven't got headphones on, now's a good time to pop them on. Make sure you're comfy, get a layer on, get a jumper, some socks. If you're still in PJs, even better. And just let your eyes come to a gentle close and take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in and out softly, allowing the natural rhythm of your breath to hold you safe as you begin to consider your meditation and what it means for you today. If you've chosen to work with a crystal today of any sort, just because I'm talking about this dude and using tourmaline, you can use anything you like. Just let it rest gently in the palm of your hand. Take a deep breath in and really notice where the rock is touching your skin. Notice that transaction, that energy exchange, the energetics of your body transmuting and communicating with the energetics of the rock. Now, tourmaline is also associated with the throat chakra, which is our Vishuddha, our communication chakra. And at this time, communication is so important to all of us, so it's really a great time to be ensuring that you feel like you can be heard, that you've got the channels, the methods, the tools that you need to communicate, to see and hear with your people and people maybe you don't even know yet. So as you breathe in, have your attention in the palms of your hands. See if you can feel any activity there, any tingling, any sensation, that natural energy, that thing we often just pass off as a shiver down the spine. See if you can draw that tingle, that awareness into the center of your palms. See if you can feel heat. And then as you inhale, draw that heat, that energy up through your arms, up through your shoulders, your jaw, through your nose, up into your third eye. Hold it there. And as you exhale, send that energy down from the third eye, down through your jaw, your shoulders, down the arms, through the elbows, back into your palms, and catch it in your palms. As you inhale, breathe all the way in, take your natural energy from the palms, maybe from any crystal you're holding in your palm, drawing it into your being, drawing the edges of your triangle up to your third eye. Pause. Exhale, sending it all the way back down, drawing the edges of your triangle again, catching the energy in your palms. Taking a few more inhales and exhales like this, making them a little longer if you like. When I teach this in class, I often teach this starting with an inhale of 4, hold for 4, exhale 4, and then we gradually work up until your inhales are maybe even as high as a 12 count, but you'll know according to your lung capacity what feels like the right length for you. As you let your energy flow up and down the edges of your triangle, in and out of your palms and your third eye. Perhaps allowing your attention, your awareness to pause just for a moment on these kind of benefits, these aspects of the rock we're focusing on today, of this black tourmaline and mica. Protective, transitional, flexible. What do you need to protect at this time? Are you protecting your own energy? What transition are you experiencing? What journey are you on? Maybe it's to do with your job or family life or health. Where have you been and where are you going, and how are you getting there, and how do you feel about that? flexibility, something we're all being asked so much of right now. Bending to accept change, to acknowledge something new and different and scary. Choosing to apply these thoughts, these aspects of our crystal inspiration today, whether to any part of your life to do with the current situation or completely not to do with that at all. Life's still going on regardless. Gently allowing your eyes to stay closed or low. Settling down into a supine position if you prefer to receive sound in that way. Allowing your breath to naturally guide you into rest. Maintaining those pauses at the top and bottom of your inhale and exhale. The pause is where the magic happens. as you feel the last of the resonance moving through your body, through your consciousness, allowing yourself to lift yourself back into your body, to wiggle your fingers and your toes, to feel your way back into your physical being. If you've been working with a rock, a crystal, maybe giving it a squeeze, feeling the energy transaction one more time as you draw the properties, the aspects of that rock into your being, into your energetic cellular structure. Giving it thanks for its support, thanking yourself for taking time out from your day to have a little meditation. Allowing your breath to deepen, to soften. Maybe opening your eyes if you've been resting them, feeling the light stream back in. And maybe having a big stretch, waking yourself back up, preparing yourself for the rest of the day. So thank you guys so much for joining me today for 30-minute meditation. The next session will be on Friday at 6 p.m, that's GMT. The Friday session is called Sounds from Outer Space, and this is predominantly featuring the glorious gongs, with a little bit of whatever else feels right for the session. If anyone has any requests, you know where to find me. You can always drop me an email, jane@silenceandnoise.co.uk, or visit me on social media. These sessions are free. I'm always gratefully accepting donations. I am self-employed and this is my full-time job. And if you would like to donate anything in support of this work at this time, then you can find the details in your confirmation email, but it is by no means obligatory at all. If you do work for the NHS or are a key worker, by absolute all means, this is very much free in exchange for the services you are providing for all of us. So thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Have a lovely rest of Wednesday. And do stay in touch on Instagram @silenceandnoise. And I will keep you up to date on crystals of the day, card draws of the day, and other stuff that might interest you at this time. One last announcement. I am also doing a full soundscape, which some of you have been to with me in person, next Wednesday, the 8th of April, which will be the full moon. It's a full moon in Libra, and it's a super moon, which just means it's going to be extra big, and it's officially a pink super moon, so there may be a little pink tinge, but in reality we call it a pink moon because it's really to do with the season, the return of flowers and of spring. So it's a really beautiful moon, a really positive, uplifting one, which God knows is needed right now. The soundscape will be exactly as I normally do in person, so it'll be at least an hour and a half. We'll be working with the bowls, the gongs, a bunch of other instruments, oils, crystals, chat. I will be emailing everyone in advance who signs up details of stuff to have with them, so we can all enjoy ceremony and ritual together. And it would be really awesome if any of you were able to join. Have a lovely rest of the day and stay safe and stay light. Thank you all.